But that's not important right now. What's important is that we need to hear from Herb about the bird.
Oh, yeah, the Herb and the bird.
Yes, because there was apparently he was attacked by a bird, and we need to know more. He's the black tippy headron. The dear boy himself.
Well, I wasn't attacked per se by a bird.
Okay.
He was just in my house.
Okay, but don't you live in a garden apartment?
I do.
Okay.
I was in my room on Saturday. I had my room is in the middle of the apartment, so it's not like at the beginning where the outside is right by my room.
Wait, your room?
Yeah, I have a room. I have a roommate too.
Another person who lives with, is it a man?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not rich.
No, I know you're Herb.
Yeah, I
Dear
can't.
boy.
I can't move by myself unless I live way out in Rogers Park by Tanny.
Oh, you wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah,
you
no,
want to do that.
Okay, so you're in your room.
Yeah, and the corner, I'm like messing with my laptop. In the corner of my eye, I see something moving, like hopping. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't have any pets, and I live in the basement, so I'm like, maybe it's like a mouse or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I go over and investigate, and the bird comes right at my face. And I don't know it's a bird initially because it's brown, and it's coming right at my face, so I think it's a bat. And then when it calms down after a while, I realize it's a bird, but I'm freaking out.
What kind of bird?
I don't know. It's like it can fit in the palm of your hand. It's brown.
Sparrow?
It usually like hops instead of...
It's a sparrow.
Yeah, flying.
Agnew, yes, okay.
And it was just flying all around my room because my ceilings are probably like 7 feet tall since I live in the basement. Mm-hmm. And the room is not that big. And he's freaking out. I'm freaking out. I dart out of my room and like freak out for about 10 more minutes. And then finally get up some courage to get this bird out of my house.
Right, it's a sparrow.
I don't know that.
It's not a peregrine falcon.
I don't know that, though.
Okay.
I'm freaked
well,
out
because
because
it's in the palm of your hand.
Because the bird's in my room flying at me.
Okay.
And then I finally get the courage. I get a broom and I like steer him out of my room. I just close all the rest of the doors in the house and steer him towards the door. And he finally goes out after probably like 15 minutes of conjuring.
How did he get in?
I don't know. I've surmised. After that, I looked at all my, all the holes that might have been in the house.
Yeah.
The only place that he could have got in, unless we had the door open for extended amount of time, I don't put that past my roommate because sometimes he likes to chill out and have the have the door open. But we have a wall unit AC. Like a window unit AC.
Yeah.
So there's like a little crack in there. He might have just gone through there. That's the only place I can see.
I don't think a bird will do that, will they? They don't
want to.
No, they don't want to. No,
Yeah.
they're not interested in. I think the door, Herb. I think your roommate or somebody kind of left the door. Even that would be surprising that a bird would do that.
Yeah, I don't know how he got in. And my roommate was gone the whole weekend too. So
Terry always had a problem with his bird getting out.
Yes,
right?
I did.
Because you owned birds.
I did own birds.
But they would leave.
They would leave.
Because you'd leave the cage open or something. Or what do the twins left the cage open?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly?
Yeah, we had problems. Yeah, that was...
and it was a cockatiel and it left.
And I know people calling me wimp and stuff.
What?
But once you have a bird flying at your face, you will freak out too. I'm telling you, you have that experience that you're not expecting a bird there, and it finally comes at you. You'll start to act like a little girl.
It wasn't a pigeon from your coop up on the roof, was it?
No,
Is he Mike Tyson?
I'm flipping pigeons in Lincoln Park.
Okay, well, no, I know. I feel what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Okay.
That it doesn't seem like much, except if you're the guy the bird's flying at.
It happened to us when I was a kid. We had there were workmen over at the house. There was like an electrician and a phone guy. They were redoing the family room, and it was bizarre because everybody was there at the same time, and they kept opening and closing the front door to go out to their trucks to get stuff. And I'd never seen this bird ever before in my life. But the one day in the neighborhood, there's a quail. It runs into the house.
I remember the story. Yeah.
Right in the front door. And it was just as the phone guy was arriving. His truck is pulling up. He walks in the house. Everybody's running around screaming, chasing a quail that is running around the house. And it finally ends up under a chair. And the phone guy who just arrived ends up reaching underneath and blindly pulling it out with two hands. There's a big damn quail. I guess it was a quail. It might have been a grouse. I'm pretty sure it was a quail. It had the little thing, the little thing above his head, the hangy thing.
The horn? That's what you're
It's not a horn.
He had the hangy thing.
I don't know what they call it.
I believe it's a quail.
Is it a barble? Or I don't know what they call the little hangy thing at the top of the quail's head. It's like the feather that sort of flops down in front of his face.
That's it. It's over. It's all over.
Well, that puts a topper on this show, doesn't it?
And well, no. Let's end with this. Let's end this. This thought from Rudy says, if we learned anything today, it's never get into sports radio because you're apparently required to live with a man.